Press.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime you can get less press. Shoulders width apart. Thank you very much. Second position in case your therapist needs to. Lift your heel into third. Our arms, I didn't say this because I just started doing it and I wasn't really thinking about it. But our shoulders are bowing down. Our arms are in preparatory position. We're going to point baby toe and drop your heel. Now hopefully your heels and toes should line up. This is amazing. And then we lift that heel into fifth, heel and toe touch.
I think she's been practicing.
Okay, second, into first, left side, point, and drop. Lift, and third. Squeeze those inner thighs, squeeze them. Point that toe, drop your heel. Now remember, you want that heel and toe to be lined up with each other, right? And that's all about if your hips are straight into fifth when you point that toe front, right? Because the second you put your toe over here, your hips are facing that way, right? So if it's right in front and your hips are aligned, then when you drop your toe, boom, you're in fourth position, right? Yes. Okay. We know feet. Let's do this first. Preparatory position, please. First position, heels together and toes apart. We're going to bring it up to first, open to second, up to third, front for fourth, up to fifth, where you can see your hands without moving your head. Open, over, down. Again, other side, first, second, now we're going to lift this hand, third, fourth, fifth, open, over, down. Let's do it one more time each side, just, make sure we're all loose and happy. And please watch that fourth position hand. When that hand moves from here to here, you still want to have that nice round thing going on. Don't squeeze it in, right? You're not holding baby. Drop the baby. Never mind, that baby's not baby time. First, elbows lifted, second, third, fourth, fifth, open, over, down. I don't remember which side I just did. Hopefully it was the side that now I'm going to do this one. Four, watch that baby.
Go back, Pam. Go back, Pam.
Watch that baby.
It goes way up here.
There you go. That way when you lift it, it matches. Like, see how I never move my arm when it comes from here?
It's like a Barbie arm.
It is like a Barbie arm. That's perfect. Open, over, down. Now we're going to pick our weights. If you feel anything, and I mean anything, you put those weights down. Because you don't need to do it with weights. And Chris needs to do it with weights, and I need to do it with weights. You do not need to do it with weights. So some feedback I received is some of the stuff that we do doesn't seem hard. Now we all know, right? It's like sneak attack.
Oh.
Yes. And because I like to continue to challenge us. See, this doesn't help with hand position, which is why I don't love it, but it's going to really make you think about your arms. So, preparatory position. So, your weight should be facing the front because your hands would normally be like this for preparatory position. So my palms are up, my thumbs are in. Holding the weights forces you to make your thumbs in. How did you do that?
Everyone, it's down here, right there, probably where she was. Weights.
She must have smacked
That's what it was.
she smacked her husband.
Maybe. All right, so my elbows, I'm not straight. I'm in preparatory, which means I'm still trying to make that circle, right? If you want to hold it like this, you can. I'm going to keep my fingers out because it reminds me to have nice posture, shoulders back and down. My hands are in a good position. And if you could just round those elbows, there you go. Now lift first. Open 2 seconds. Now we're going to take this one up 2/3. And it still wants to be round. And now my palm is facing my head, right? Then we're going to bring that left arm front. And then up to 5th. And notice my weights are not over my head. Because I have my fingers up, I know that they're facing each other, right? And then open, turn them over, and down. Oh, and let them loose for a second. That was a little different, huh?
It is.
Happy face over here.
They're healthy.
All right, preparatory position. Again, think about the position of your hands because it's important, right? So we're going to bring them up to first, just below your shoulders. Keep those elbows poked out. Open to 2nd. Now we're going to lift this one up to 3rd, 4th. No holding the baby, that's good. 5th. Open, turn them over and down. Okay, and let it loosen up, right? She's even sticking her tongue out. You know you're doing some stuff and she's sticking her tongue out. All right, we're gonna do it one more time. Actually, let's do 2nd position. So just shoulders width apart. It doesn't change a whole lot, but it might give you a little different. All right, preparatory position. And again, make sure you have that circle, right? You guys can see in the mirror, so you should be able to draw a circle in the mirror with your arms. Right? Up to 1st. Open to 2nd. Take this right hand up to 3rd. Front to 4th. Up to 5th. Open them. Turn them over and down. Back up to 1st. Up to 2nd. Now we're going to lift this one. Up to 3rd. Front to 4th. Up to 5th. Open. Over. Down. Cool. Now you can be down. Yay! Feel your arms a little bit more now.
But my ankle just popped over doing all that, so I don't know what happened.
That's fun. Something a little new. We're going to do a little quad work. All right, we're going to point that toe, 2nd position, right? Drop your heel. Your foot's going to come tendu front. Demi-plie, up, out to 2nd, drop your heel, notice how the other one lifts, tendu front, demi-plie, and up, out to 2nd, shift, tendu. Yeah, I don't know if the mat is your friend for this, especially for this part, but I want you to think about, right, the shift. So I was pointing, and now I point the other toe. It comes front, that inner thigh is trying to face the ceiling, right? My pinky toe is on the floor. Then we're going to bend and slide that toe up. I'm trying to keep this leg nice and straight. And if I was good, I would tell you to have 2nd position arms, because that would help you stay a little more balanced. It would remind you to keep your chest up. So even though we're bending down, I don't want you to bend over, right? It's kind of like shift, point, down, and up, point, shift, tendu down, and up, point, shift, tendu down, and up, point, shift, down.
This is actually really good for your ankles.
Point, shift. Mine keeps cracking, to hear it. And up, point. And I don't want you to have like a ton of weight on this front foot. It's keeping you balanced, but you're not putting weight on it. My weight is really all in this leg that I'm standing on. Shift, point, down, and up, point, shift. shift. Oh, here's my map. And up. Let me confirm. Shift, down, and up. Open, shift, point, and up. Open, shift, down, and up. I keep wanting to end on this one, but this is really the right foot.
I know,
So we're gonna end on this one. Last one. Point, down, and up. All right. Shake it all up. We started to do the prep for HFA last week, right? And it has that same point and shift thing going on. So I'm gonna just, it's creeping on me, or I was creeping on it. Stay back there. So, we're gonna start with a point and shift. So tendu and shift. Where am I going from here? Oh. Well, to first. That's where we're going. We're going to first.
Pam knows those words.
First position, heels together and towards the heart. It's so exciting. Arms in second, please. Thumbs are down. Oh, I meant not pointing up like this.
Oh.
Yes, we call them soft hands. Right, when they're this way, they're like, ah!
That's nice.
That describes my life.
Yeah, soft hands. So we're pointing, we're shifting to first. Pointing, shifting to first. Point, shift, and this is a very, very, very modified version. But I want you to get that toe pointing and the shifting. And we did it in the other ones. We don't need to do a ton of these. But I just want to get that same motion again. Because échappé, stop here. Échappé is, you start first, right? You do a little out to second, and a little back to first, échappé. And so, the goal is not to get high off the ground. The goal is to think about your toes, actually, if you want to know the truth. So we have the demi-plie before and after as a cushion, right? So we're not going to like hurt our legs or our knees or anything. What I want you to think about is those toes. Because what I don't want you to do is that. That's me. I wasn't even named. I didn't say anything to anyone. So what I want you to think about is my toes are kind of connected to the floor. Like there's something holding me down there. And even though my body goes up a little bit, my toes are still going to point down to the floor. And even if it's just a little bit down and not all the way like perfectly pointed down, I'm not looking for perfect. I'm not perfect. No, what's that? What I want you to do is get the motion. So we'll demi-plie, and then we're just going to scoot.
It didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
I thought about it. Remember what we talked about?
Yes,
She could probably use the windowsill.
maybe. I know she's not going to really mean.
Concept is to be here. So you're pushing into the chair to help get some of the body weight up. There you go, sister.
It's like, man, I know. So, demi-plie, a little bend, and then out to second.
You got here.
Sorry. Demi-plie, into first. And there's a bend before and after, right? So bend out, bend. Bend in, bend. Bend out, bend. And see, my toes aren't pointing a tremendous amount, but they're staying on the floor. My heels are lifting, and my toes are staying.
I do better in than out.
And we don't want a huge out, right? Second position again is shoulders width apart. Bend and out. Bend and in. Bend and out. Bend and in. Two more. Bend and out. bend and in. Good job. Woo! Aisha Pay!
Did you do that last time I got the chair?
She did. Yes, she did. She just needed to feel.
She's like going, okay, we're done now?
This is the part now
Now
where
we're
we're done.
saying there was no jumping.
Right, right?
Your heels were doing a little hop.
See, it,
That's all.
Oh, look, she sweat.
Oh my God,
It's
sweating in
fine.
class.
because.
What did we do?
She did bring her towel, I noticed just
I
now.
never go with that.
All right.
That makes me happy.
So I'd like to pick up the weights. Because, I mean, we do releve every week, and it's full of all kinds of goodness. But I was thinking the other day, since we have these weights over here, from doing our port bras, which is the arm motion, all together is called port bras, that we can also do releve like this. Yay! Super excited. Okay. So, I can't decide. I think it has to be fifth. I think it does. So, you have that still a little bit of bend. I don't want your arms to be straight like this, although that would take some of the weight off. Again, I'm watching you.
I know.
All right, fine. And if you have to, you can even go to one weight, because we're going to leave our hands, so if it becomes too much, you can try one. If not, you can come down, except for Pam.
Did you get it up all my time?
No, you're good. All right, let's think about our feet now. Are you ready for releve? 2 slow, 4 fast. Releve and down. Releve and down. Now quick. 4, 3, 2, 1. And releve and down. Releve, watch those arms. You don't want to clunk yourself on the head with your weights. Releve and down. Last set. Releve and down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Open, over, down. A little different.
It was?
You're relevating 10 more pounds, which is nice.
Aren't you glad you're not 2 pounds heavier?
Yes.
That's all I got.
Second position. Let's see how this goes. If this hurts your shoulder in any way, or your wrist in any way, or anything in any way, put the damn weights down. Second position.
I'm gonna expect her to fit. Stay up right high.
You're good. I'm gonna try in second, although it's like, okay, are you ready? Here we go. And releve and down. Releve and down. 4, 3, 2, 1. And releve and down. Really try and push those fronts of, oh, I did that. 4, 3, 2, 1. Releve. Push the fronts of your feet front. Watch those arms. And 4, 3, 1 more just for giggles. And releve and down. Releve and down. 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. Oh.
You know what I forget when I do that? Squeeze my inner thighs and glutes.
Oh,
And it's
really?
all straight calves. Until the last set, I'm like, why am I using the whole thing? And then I'm going, oh, those are easy. Yeah.
How's the arms? The arms okay?
Shoulders.
It's always bad spots. I just got bad spots.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, we don't want them to scream for 2 days.
Right.
And miss
Oh,
workouts.
I know.
Yeah.
Things like that. And miss workouts.
Yes. I'd rather have you do it and not hurt yourself. Promise. All right. This one screams fifth position because your feet are in fifth position, right? So let's bring them up. And if you want it cristed in and up, that's fine, but I want you to have that round. I'm going to actually, because it helps my brain, leave my fingers front so they know they're in frown, right? Because once you start going, sometimes you forget about your arms and you do all crazy things. So releve
Squeeze your butt.
and down. Squeeze.
Sounds
Releve and down. 4, 3, 2, 1. And releve and down. 3, 2, 1. Open or bring them down.
Yeah, when I squeeze my butt, I have great balance. But as soon as I'm like trying to do all calves,
We did right foot in front, didn't we?
yeah.
So now I can do left foot.
I know, it's,
I'm like, it's my left foot in front. Sure it is. You think I'd be able to feel it in my legs, but that's okay.
no,
All right.
you get confused.
I actually, fifth is really, I'm liking fifth a lot today. I'm getting a lot of good squeezing of my
Yeah.
inner thighs and glutes because my legs are together. So I can really squeeze a lot. She's excited. I know she's excited over there. So up to fifth, right? Arms rounded. And again, not too far back. That'll just mess you all up. And ready, here we go. And releve and down. Releve. You really have to be centered, right? 4, 3, 2, 1. And releve and down. Releve and down. 4, 3, 2. Last set. And releve and down. Releve and down. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Right. That was my 2 spots. I wanted to do weights on today. That I changed up a little bit.
Like, especially the railway stuff. You feel it. I mean, you feel it without it.
Well, and I really like the releve too, but I'm like, how can I change releve up so you're still doing it, but it's a little, because your body gets used to when you do the same thing all the time. But I don't want to stop doing them.
Yeah.
No. So, we might use weights now and again, maybe every other time, who knows. Those times. All right. I'm going to continue to focus on that sort of switching motion from one toe to the other. That's the theme today. Let's start with, so tendu side. Actually, no, let's not do that. Because that would give us a lot, I want to do something here. Let's do some tendu, releve, rond de jambe. I miss my rond de jambes when we don't do them. So let's tendu front, right? So it's right out in front, my hips are straight, my arms are probably second position. And then we're gonna rond de jambe. I want you to think about that demi-plie on this leg, right? A little bend, demi-plie, right? So when you rond de jambe, which is half circle, right? You bend, I want you to bend around, and bend around. And notice I'm keeping my leg nice and straight, and it goes from pinky toe to big toe, to pinky toe. And Pam, you can use your chair for balance if you'd like to, it's right there. Wow.
Yeah, you can't like.
Sorry. Got sidetracked. I got out of position and bending around, bending around. We are not the Karate Kid. I'm just saying. One more, and come to first. Okay, arms. Right? They're not way back. They're not way front. They're also not.
It looks cool.
It does look cool. I'm not the Karate Kid, although I still won't do here, right? We're not YMCA either, right? So make sure your hands should be just a little tiny bit below your shoulders.
Are you pushing forward slightly? Does that make sense? Like,
Yes, I don't really think about it, but yeah, because I can feel it all.
Like if you had a basket or something, or a big tray of cookies or a wedding cake, and you're gonna put it on the shelf,
One perfect cupcake.
right? One big,
Big,
right?
giant perfect cupcake.
And you're gonna set it on the shelf, and you just kind of push your arms forward. Is
Yes,
that what you feel? Like,
yes.
do it better.
I like it.
Pushing a giant coconut cupcake, and putting it on the
Because
shelf.
this is actually working out my arms right now, just holding them like this, right? I feel it up in here. Actually, I feel a little bit of shake in this one, not that it's visibly shaking, but I can feel it.
Yeah.
It's good.
Shimmy, shimmy, cool.
Yeah, and sometimes I do things and I don't think about it, so I love it when she like points stuff out that I might think of. Some of it's automatic for me. Okay, so, what were we doing? Oh yeah, Parmesan. Let's do the left leg. Let's toe on your front with that left leg. I get a pinky toe, nice tight leg. I'm squeezing my inner thighs right now, right? And then as they go around, seriously, do I keep backing up? I must be, right? I'm trying to like at least stay in the camera a little bit, right? So let's put it back in front. So we get that little bit of demi-plie and around and up. Whoa! On a second. Demi-plie, around and up. Demi-plie, around and up. It's also helpful to keep your chin up, which everybody pretty much is, right? If you look down, you get out of alignment. 2 more. 1 and 2, and back to first. There you go.
She's like, is that how we do that? That's what I see.
Yeah, I know it is. I know it is. We need to do some more of these.
Right?
I'll get you. All right.
She's looking at the clock.
Yeah.
It's like, isn't it time to stretch?
Isn't it time to stretch? That's what I
I'm
was
looking at it, is that 10 after or 10 till? Please be 10 after.
It's so funny. All right, let's stretch, because I would like to make sure we get to the part where we're stretching our half split. Because sometimes we don't get that far. Because I so enjoy the stretching, and I get into it so much, I didn't get to that last part.
And since it sounds like we're on a little thing on Wednesday, Thursday now, of getting there.
Yes. We need to make sure we get there.
I know, right?
See, my ankles, they need this little bit of something, something, and my knee is the same way now. Like, I used to spend a lot of time on my knees, and now I used to teach gymnastics, and when you teach gymnastics, you are very often next to your student like this, and helping, and with floor stuff. So that's what I meant. Dirty minds on people.
I thought it was funny.
So point that front toe. Shoulders to the front, arms up. We're going to go to parallel, so we're not going to collapse on our leg. We're going to go. We're going to go close, but not all the way down. Not yet anyway, because I want you to stretch all of this first. And then if you want to put your hand down, and up. And then turn your shoulders to your leg. Arms up again to parallel at first. Ooh, I'll feel all that goodness. And then drop your hands if you like. Oh, so good, so full of goodness. Now we're going to come up, and we're going to look around behind the knee that's bent. So, oh, did you hear that? It's like,
I know my back.
yeah, it did. Mine did it 3 times. That's good stuff. And please make sure you're up straight. So what I don't want you to do is this, because then it gets into your leg and it's not stretching the right thing. Up nice and tall when you look to the back. Thank you. And then from front, arms up. And actually, I want to make sure you don't go too far. So nice and slow. And then if you want to put your hands down, that's cool. My back is still straight, right? I am not completely rounded over. And then if you turn around, I can kind of walk my hand a little further. And come on up. And normally we would do that again flexed, but we're going to leave it at point today, because we did flex yesterday. If you missed it, I'm sorry, we should have come to the class yesterday. Oh, wow, she was, which class are you talking about? yesterday morning?
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying.
Gee.
I thought maybe this is the new class, and I didn't get it.
Gee, I don't know what happened there. I didn't even, it just flew out of my mouth. I don't know what that's all about. Shoulders front, arms over.
Pam, you will never miss a class again.
They're very integrated, Pam. It's a whole thing.
It is a whole thing.
We don't want you to just feel all disjointed over there. We want you to feel more homogeneous.
She calling you curled milk.
I haven't gotten one of them.
I can feel all of this loosen as we hold this pose. All right, come on up. Turn your shoulders to your leg. Arms up nice and tall. Okay, fine. Complementary, is that better? Oh, and you stop the parallel. Because I like to try and reach as far as I can in parallel before I drop my hands and round over. And come on up. We're going to look around behind the knee that's bent. Again, keep your upper body nice and straight. And then look around behind the knee that's bent. Oh, no cracking on this side. That's all right. It's the same spine. Very good. Come front. Arms up. Front. Oh. How's those inner thighs? I can really feel my left inner thigh. Keep that butt on the floor though. Don't let it start to come up. Come on up yourself. Feet together. This is my favorites. And actually, if you want to, you can do a little bit of, you notice I'm just a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. I like to push my knees. Really the goal is to get your knees as close to the floor as possible, but I don't want you to go like this. Alright, so I'm still up nice and tall, pushing those knees into the floor. And then legs front. Just doing that hurts my person. That's how tight I am. I'm still, chest is lifted, shoulders are back and down, arms up. We're not going to slouch over, we're going to fold in half. So it's like right there. To parallel at first, because then I feel like I'm with you all. Reach those arms front and out to your leg, or your ankle, or your foot, or your kneecaps, whichever you can reach. Yeah, toes, bitch. Oh. This is PG-13, right? For those at home. Although it was good when I went on vacation, my nephews cursed like sailors, and I thought I was always going to be the one that was blamed for that. But they watched YouTube videos. That's where they learned it, not government. So that was good. All right, so Chris was doing a thing with the bench, and her foot was out here, and her leg was behind, and she, if you remember, we do not have a step. Graham. Okay, I'm sure it's fine. So I'm still sitting on my butt, right? And now I'm gonna tuck that toe, right? Oh, now my toe's cramping too. Wow. I need to get better at eating. That's my problem. No stove in the kitchen makes it hard to eat. Well, it doesn't. It's just, you know, I have to work at it a little more. And clearly I'm not. So, although my butt's on the floor right now, I'm actually sitting, I can lift my hands, right? I want to come up on that leg, if you can. If you can't, it's okay. And now if you can push up right? So your upper body is more perpendicular, up. It's more up. Don't hurt your wrists. One other thing I would say to you, Miss Wrist Person, is when you lift up like that, and this is from gymnastics actually, when you tense your hands, this thumb is the most vulnerable
Oh, yeah.
when you tense your hands, right?
So I've been doing this.
Yes. So either flat palm, fist, but you don't, that poor thumb, there are more broken thumbs from this, from people catching themselves. It's not good for you.
So the other thing is, put your right hand on your right thigh, your left hand on your left hip. I can actually,
No, it gives you a little more stability there.
yeah, and actually I'm pushing it into my hip so I get more stretch. Oh no!
Oh my goodness. I almost fell front. This is nice. All right.
It's like that attitude, like, hello.
Yeah. All right, switch those legs around. Right? And we start off sitting on our butt, and we tuck that knee under, right? So your knee's facing the floor.
Sorry, I was like, I found something.
And it's bright yellow. Weird. Scooch that back leg back.
So,
There it goes.
okay.
Tuck that toe so you don't hurt your toesies. There you go. That looks better. Can you roll up? This just might not be your side, Pam.
There you go.
Oh, there it is. That's much better. Again, please watch your thumbs. It happens in gymnastics a lot because they do vault, and they run, and they jump.
Yeah. And there's the thumbs.
Yeah. And there's the thumbs.
So I literally broke my thumb. I remember those dumb things in the gym you had to do for the government? You had to go down, pick up the blocks, run, put down the block, pick up.
Presidential fitness test.
Yes, I actually hit my thumb on the floor and broke it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was painful.
All right, come on down. So someday, eventually, when we're feeling a little looser, we're gonna straighten that front leg. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing.
Everybody over here with their camera.
I'll be looking home for 911, okay?
So, can we do just a couple of shoulder rolls, just because we did a little shouldery, weighty things, and then bring them front, just to make sure they're feeling okay and all that goodness. All right. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
Hope you enjoyed.